Ambassador Dr. Rebecca Chen adjusted her translation device one final time as she approached the Grand Chamber of the Galactic Council. As Earth's first representative to the interstellar community, she carried the hopes and dreams of humanity's entry into galactic civilization. What she didn't carry was any understanding of why the preliminary interviews had focused so intensely on seemingly mundane questions about her homeworld's geological composition. The council chamber was a marvel of engineering, a crystalline sphere floating in the vacuum of space, large enough to house representatives from over 300 species. Each delegation occupied environmental pods suited to their biological needs, the gaseous ethereals in their plasma containment fields, the silicon-based lithivores in their high-pressure chambers, and the energy beings known as luminals flickering between various wavelengths of light. High Counselor Vextai, a towering insectoid being, whose chitinous exoskeleton gleamed under the artificial lighting, called the session to order. We convene today to formally welcome the species designated as humans from the planet they call Earth. Ambassador Chen, please present your world for consideration into the galactic community. Dr. Chen rose from her environmental pod, consulting the notes she'd prepared during her journey to the council station. She had rehearsed this presentation countless times, focusing on humanity's achievements, cultural diversity, and potential contributions to galactic civilization. Honored counselors, she began, her voice carrying clearly through the translation matrix, I am pleased to represent the United Earth government in formally requesting membership in the galactic community. Our species has achieved interstellar flight, developed sustainable energy systems, and successfully unified our planet under a democratic confederation. Murmurs of polite interest rippled through the various delegations. So far, everything was proceeding according to protocol. Earth itself is a diverse planet, Dr. Chen continued, with varied ecosystems and climates. We have successfully terraformed portions of our moon and established sustainable colonies on Mars. Our planet is primarily covered by water, approximately 71% of the surface, which has allowed us to develop advanced aquatic technologies, and the reaction was immediate and dramatic. The entire chamber erupted into chaos as delegates began frantically communicating in their various forms of expression. The Zephyrians' crystalline bodies began resonating with harmonic frequencies that indicated extreme agitation. The ethereal's plasma fields fluctuated wildly. Even the normally stoic lithioids began emitting grinding sounds that their translators rendered as exclamations of disbelief. ORDER. High Counselor Vextai's voice boomed through the chamber. Ambassador Chen, did you just state that your planet has water on its surface? Dr. Chen blinked in confusion. Yes, Counselor. Liquid water. Oceans, lakes, rivers, precipitation cycles. Is this a problem? The silence that followed was deafening. High Counselor Vextai exchanged rapid communications with several other council members before responding. Ambassador, you must understand that liquid water is the rarest substance in the known galaxy. In 3,000 years of galactic civilization, only 17 planets have ever been discovered with naturally occurring liquid water on their surfaces. Of those, 14 have been strip-mined to depletion. 2 are controlled by species too powerful to challenge, and 1. What happened to the third? Dr. Chen asked, though she was beginning to suspect she didn't want to know the answer. It sparked a war that lasted 400 years and resulted in the complete destruction of the planet in question, replied Councillor Nethrim of the Aqueous Collective, her gills fluttering with barely contained excitement. Ambassador, do you truly comprehend what you've just announced? Your species possesses the most valuable resource in galactic history. Dr. Chen's mind raced as the implications began to dawn on her. How? How do other species survive without water? Most civilizations evolved on desert worlds or gas giants, explained Counselor Yarseth, his rocky form grinding thoughtfully. We derive moisture from atmospheric processing, ice mining from comets, or synthetic production, but pure, naturally occurring liquid water in the quantities you describe. It's beyond anything we've ever encountered. The hydro wars of the 32nd millennium were fought over a single underground reservoir containing perhaps 1 million liters, added Counselor Vextai. And you're describing entire oceans. Dr. Chen suddenly understood why Earth's application to the galactic community had been fast-tracked, why their technological limitations had been overlooked, and why every major power in the galaxy had sent representatives to this session. "How much water are we discussing, precisely?" asked High Counselor Vextai, leaning forward with barely concealed interest. Dr. Chen consulted her datapad, suddenly aware that every sensor in the chamber was focused on her. Approximately 1.37 billion cubic kilometers of liquid water, with additional reserves in polar ice caps and underground aquifers. The silence that followed lasted for nearly 30 seconds, an eternity in galactic diplomatic terms. Finally, Trade Representative Kolvar of the Merchant Guild spoke. "Ambassador Chen, I trust you understand that this revelation fundamentally alters Earth's position in galactic politics. Your planet is no longer seeking membership in our community. You've just announced that you own something every civilization in the galaxy desperately needs." "But we're willing to share," Dr. Chen said quickly. "Earth believes in cooperation and mutual benefit. We would be honored to establish trade agreements that benefit all parties." The chamber erupted once again, but this time with what the translators indicated was positive excitement. Delegates began transmitting rapid communications to their home governments, trade calculations appeared on holographic displays, and several representatives immediately began drafting formal proposals. High Counselor Vextai called for order once more. "Ambassador Chen, on behalf of the Galactic Council, I formally welcome Earth into the galactic community with full membership privileges. Furthermore, we immediately grant Earth-protected world status and assign a defense fleet to ensure your planet's security." "That's very generous," Dr. Chen replied carefully. "But is that really necessary?" Ambassador, High Counselor Vextai's mandibles clicked in what she was learning to recognize as amusement. "Your planet contains more liquid water than the rest of the galaxy combined." Within hours of this session's broadcast, every major power, criminal organization, and desperate colony in known space will be plotting either to trade with you, steal from you, or conquer you entirely. Dr. Chen felt a chill run down her spine. "And the defense fleet will protect us. The defense fleet will protect the galaxy from the wars that would inevitably result if anyone successfully conquered Earth," corrected Counselor Nethrim. "Your planet has just become the most strategically important world in galactic history." As the session concluded and delegates began filing out to contact their governments, Dr. Chen realized that humanity's entry into galactic civilization would be nothing like what Earth had envisioned. They hadn't joined as junior partners seeking to learn from more advanced species. They had joined as the galaxy's most valuable prize, holding the key to liquid water that entire civilizations would kill for. Earth's oceans, which humanity had always taken for granted, had just become the center of galactic politics. The irony wasn't lost on her that the same substance that had allowed life to flourish on Earth might now determine whether that life would survive in the galaxy beyond.